January the 2nd, 1991, Garry Kasparov was officially proclaimed world champion for the 4th consecutive time. After a heavy fight, Karlov's gold and diamond trophy was presented to him by Michel Noir, the mayor of Lyon. Garry Kasparov was born in Baku in Azerbaijan on the 13th of April 1963. Crowned world champion in Moscow in 1985, he obtained his title against Karpov when he was only 22. The challenger, Anatoly Karpov, was born on May the 23rd, 1951, in the Urals. He was world champion from 1975 till 1985. His style is like that of a boa constrictor. He crushes you slowly but surely.
Garry, we will thank you very much for being with us to explain the games about the World Championship and how you won very convincingly this match, 12.5, 11.5, with big fights, big games, big tension, nice openings.
Since the 1987 World Championships in Seville, the public image of chess has evolved considerably. For the first time ever, the champion and challenger will analyse on screen their fantastic fight. We will begin by considering the different openings employed in Lyon. Then we will consider the critical moments from these games. Finally, the two antagonists will discuss the lessons to be drawn from this historic match.
Try to get title.
Why this time you played e4 instead of your move of predilection, which is d4 that you use usually in the match?
Actually, if you remember, in Seville, I didn't play d4 as well. I played c4, and 2 times I played e4. And having this preparation for this match, Lyon, New York, Lyon, I decided that e4 would fit better my strategical plan. Actually, all Karpov's openings after e4, they do not fit his style. I mean, it's especially Spanish, his favorite opening. It's not easy for him to understand deeply the positions. He feels much better in the Queen's Gambit than in the Spanish, in Ruy Lopez. And making this conclusion, I started the preparation and I found so many good ideas. And plus, I liked very much this line in Ruy Lopez, which I played in game 2, 4, 20, 22. I felt very comfortable and very convinced that my position was very good. And it gave me enough confidence to play good chess. And I think it was a very good choice with e4. And Karpov had permanent difficulties in the match. I think he didn't expect that I played e4 in all games. Okay, he expected e4, but not as the main weapon.
And do you think this is a weapon which was the most important during the match for you from the white side?
Oh, it's really important, as explained, and I want to repeat it, because of Karpov's preferences for on e4. His open repertoire against e4 fits my style better than his.
But in Sevilla, you played, as you said, c4, sometimes e4, but c4. But it seems also that he had some problems on c4.
Yes, but finally he chose the Queen's Gambit, and I couldn't get an advantage in the Queen's Gambit. Oh, yes, he had problems, but in Seville it was another story. Actually, White didn't have an advantage in Seville. Okay, when I was White, Karpov were White. I guess that it's another sign of this match, and it's another sign maybe of the modern chess. Black has problem.
Now White is serving like in tennis, and it's very difficult for Black to reply. I mean, this is the first time in a World Championship no game has been won with black pieces.
No, but yeah, this is a problem. But I can say that if I want to make draw with white, then I can make it to be sure for 95%. 5% just if I make mistake in one move, but 95% with Kasparov or anybody else. If I need to make draw with white, then I can ensure I can do this. And this is big advantage. With black, I cannot say this.
Kasparov opens e2, e4. This suits his aggressive style, so we can expect to see it a lot during this match. Karpov plays his favourite defence, e7 to e5. White plays knight g1 to f3 to attack the e5 pawn. And black defends it with knight b8 to c6. Now bishop f1 to b5. This move distinguishes the opening as the Royal Pay.
Why did you play the Scottish game instead of the Ruy Lopez, usual Ruy Lopez? Knight f3.
Before. I had this idea in Spain in my preparation training session. I looked through some very ancient openings. I discovered that in Ruy Lopez, in Scottish game, it's not so obvious in the theory and the theory conclusion. And I think an interesting position could happen. And I decided to analyze it deeper. And we did a great, I think, very good job during the break here in Lyon.
So this was a result of the break?
Yes, yes. And I thought, why not to play this? It's not easy for your opponent to play the new opening. Plus the positions, I mean, didn't fit him. And it played a great role. I mean, I played 2 games and I've got a big advantage in both openings.
And it brought 1.5 out of 2.
Absolutely, yes.
Which is not something bad.
Yes, yes, yes.
Kasparov experiments with the Scottish opening in games 14 and 16. This opening has not been seen in a World Championship match since 1886. Like the Royal Pay, the game opens e2, e4. e7, e5. And then knight g1 to f3. And knight c6. Now the move which gives the Scotch opening its character, d2 to d4.
Now we are going to talk about the black choices that you had. You played the Grunfeld and you played the King's Indian. Once you said that the Grunfeld is 100% correct. So why did you also play the King's Indian?
Yeah, I think that any opening is 100% correct. It's any normal opening. And it's only a matter of your feelings, your mood, and your preparation. And I have to admit that Karpov prepared a very unpleasant system against Grunfeld. Plus, he prepared, I'm sure, some interesting innovations, which he couldn't show except one, bishop a6. I think I discovered them. I discovered his home preparation. That's why maybe we played many games behind the stage. I mean, in the home analysis. I think it's really unpleasant. Plus, it's an interesting move order. Bishop is queen d2. It just excludes some possibilities from black. And I have to admit again that it's not easy to organize a counterplay with black. Black could play for the equal position, but he reduced black's opportunities to find for the initiative, fight for the initiative. And I felt that it wasn't the positions that happened in Grunfeld were not sufficient, for my match strategy, and that's why I decided to quit Grunfeld. Plus, I lost the game. Okay, I had a bad position in game 9, very bad in game 15. But anyway, until you lose, you can continue. But when you lose, it's better, especially if you don't like it, better to leave.
Okay, so this is because you didn't like anymore the line. You came back to King's Indian, which is...
Yes, King's Indian is more solid, But anyway, even in King's Indian, Karpov discovered this system. The bishop is free, and plus Zemich. It's not a story Zemich, but this bishop to bishop is free to reduce black's active opportunities, which is very unpleasant. And it was the base of his strategy with white to reduce my active counterplay, and he succeeded with it.
Karpov Karpov prefers to open one d4, which suits his positional style. Kasparov always plays knight f6. Now white plays c4. This is a usual follow-up move, grabbing space in the centre. Kasparov plays his usual g6. And Karpov plays knight c3, aiming to advance his e-pawn e2 to e4 to claim the centre. Now the move that gives the opening its character d5, stopping that central pawn first. This is known as the Grunfeld defence and is the favourite weapon of Kasparov. Again, Karpov opens d4. And again, Kasparov's favourite reply, knight to f6. The opening develops the same, c2, c4. And again, g6, the fianchetto of the king's bishop. White plays knight c3. And here Kasparov deviates. He fianchettos immediately that king's bishop. This gives it a distinct character. Karpov grabs the centre with e4. And now Kasparov plays d6. This opening is known as the King's Indian defence and is another favourite of Kasparov's. With the score level at 6-all, Garry Kasparov arrives in Lyon for game 13, accompanied by his wife and his mother. Anatoly Karpov arrives walking alone up the stairs. A round of handshaking. Finally, the players come face to face with each other. Karpov opens d4. There's no surprise here. And we have a Grunfeld defence. No surprises yet for either side. On move 10, Kasparov plays e6. Now Karpov advances his d-pawn to d5. Garry Kasparov has something to say about this move.
Not a good move at all. I mean, no, it's an idea of the variation to organize the passing pawn here, but it's too early.
Karpov's inaccuracy on move 11 is met by Kasparov's inaccuracy on move 15, knight b6. Kasparov felt he had a much better move than this one.
Here I made a mistake, very bad mistake. It's not mentioned here, but knight b6 is a bad move. After knight f6, c4, queen a3, it's a big advantage for black. Big advantage.
Karpov plays c4, allowing the exchange of queens. Kasparov takes the queen on d2. And Karpov recaptures with the knight. Now Kasparov puts the knight on the edge of the board on a4, and quickly Karpov plays bishop to f3. Now the knight comes into c3, leaving the c5 pawn weakened. Why didn't Kasparov play b6 in this position?
I was afraid after b6 I didn't like knight e4.
And you think now your pieces are misplaced?
Yes, I think it's misplaced. Actually, it's black should try to equalize the position. I mean, they're
You think so, you think there's black is slightly worse here? This is your opinion?
I think slightly worse, because if I could play b6 and knight c3 or b6 and f5, then I'm fine.
Kasparov just countered this variation. He played knight c3, and I'm almost sure he didn't see, he overlooked the sacrifice of exchange on c3. Otherwise, black has a good game. But after this sacrifice, white is much better. And so Kasparov should sacrifice back the exchange immediately.
So rook takes.
Rook takes, bishop takes.
Bishop takes.
So knight e4.
Yes.
And then it's very difficult to find good.
So rook takes e4.
Yes, rook takes e4, bishop takes e4.
All this is forced.
Yes, everything is
Rook
forced.
e8.
Rook e8, bishop d3. Then he played b6.
Which is forced.
Which is forced, yes.
And now king g2.
Yes.
This is a good move.
King g2 is not
the best.
Maybe
move.
bishop c1 and rook c1. Rook c1 was a little stronger, just to
attack the bishop.
Attack the bishop, and then just not to give me this opportunity f5.
Do you think white is slightly better in this position?
Definitely
better.
Definitely better.
I had another possibility: rook c1 or rook b1, b3, a3.
So you mean rook b1 or rook c1?
Or rook c1 just to kick out the
or rook
bishop
b1
from
and rook b3.
Yes.
a3.
Just to have an idea to put rook on a3 and to
weaken the structure.
Yes, the structure. But I thought that king g2 should be quite nice, because in this situation I need king to control e4 square for the future.
So this square.
Yes.
With f5, it looks very risky, but at least there's a chance. I want to attack his weak pawns.
Yeah.
It's dangerous because now I have bad bishop. He has a good bishop, but still I have rooks. It's not so dangerous. I think it's a good move.
You think this is a good move?
I think it should be drawn out.
Suddenly Kasparov played f5. Still, I think.
What do you think about this move? Is it a normal move or is it a mistake from his part?
I don't know. I'm not sure position is winning for white, but Kasparov was too much afraid to be just how to say this, to be just squeezed in the position, and so he wanted to make something active before the adjournment.
So he didn't want to be tortured the Karpovian way.
Yes, but I don't think white has a real plan to fight for a win.
The game was adjourned, but Karpov proposed a draw. Kasparov accepted, so play did not resume.
Hi, this is Grandmaster Damian Lemos. First of all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to receive more free chess videos from us, you can just click the subscribe button below. I would also highly recommend signing up for my free mail course, the 10 Grandmaster Secrets to Dominate Chess. During this exclusive course from onlinechesslessons.net, I'll share with you my own Grandmaster shortcuts to effective attacking, defending, and growth hacks to improving your chess without complicated books or memorization. So sign up by clicking the sidebar on the right, and I know you won't be disappointed. Once more, this is Damian for onlinechesslessons.net, and I'll see you in my videos. Thank you.